At long last, the Bastorius Blue is mine to command.
The greatest emblem of supreme power and authority. It belongs with none but you, Lord Ryman.
These primitive beasts have proven unfit to govern themselves time and time again. Isn't that right, Algor?
But of course, my liege.
Lord Ryman, I come bearing urgent news. The rebel army approaches the Citadel.
They will finally learn their place in this world. With the stone in hand and my magic beside, Bastorius is mine to shape as I will it.
Please, my family lives just a few houses over. If I'm going to die, I'd rather it be by their side than trapped like an infested bird in a cage.
All of you, back to camp. And those who've come into town. Well, you know what happens next.
That's the last of the poor souls. Not a one slip past.
It has to, doesn't it?
Another of your recruits, and from the same squadron, too. Most of them caught it on their way back to the encampment, or so I've heard. You had no choice, my lady.
Don't touch the bodies. I'll have an undertaker dispose of them as soon as I'm able. This foul disease has blighted our land for far too long. It may have ravaged half this town once before, but never again. No matter what that takes.
Some claim this illness is actually a noxious gas exuded from the mouth of any who speaks poorly of Zenoira. Yet others seem to believe it's a curse placed on us by the savage beast folk of the northern reaches.
Lunacy and hysteria, every word. Round up anyone that espouses these theories and snap them out of it. The outbreak first arose 6 years ago, bringing complete and utter chaos with them. But I won't let it happen again. We'll quash the rumors and keep hold of what precious order. How fare the health inspections?
Not well, ma'am. Especially among the merchants. They take issue with our examining their wares at every border crossing.
Then they're free to take issue straight to the local jail. I'm sure the guards will be more than happy to lend an ear. Oh, and be doubly thorough with anyone approaching from the south. The spread down there is nigh unchecked, or so I hear.
Lady Hilda! The rebel army has been sighted in our vicinity, ma'am.
As if one pounding headache weren't enough. Prepare for combat, men. We must defend this fragile order at all costs.
victory! What shall I do? I depart. I shall never fail.
Getting stronger, but...
In service of the crown.
A worthy foe. Can't
I have
stay
arrived.
here.
Have you need of me? It shall be done.
Stand before me.
I'll take wing. What would you have me do? To the skies. This should be quick. In perfect sync.
One thrust of the lance is all I need.
Behold the valor of a knight.
I shall not falter. I shall not disappoint. I shall not falter.
Merely say the word. My steed is swifter than the wind.
This battle is mine. I'll stop you myself. Your orders, if you will. The foreseen outcome.
Best be careful.
This battle is mine. We'll continue apace. I trust in your judgment. Understood? Fly the colors of the liberation.
I'm prepared for anything. Consider it done.
For Drakenhold. Onward, for Prince Ludwig. Whatever you need. I'm off. I shall never yield.
Our ears are yours.
If the people of this land flee for fear of violence, the disease that has tormented us without rest will spread elsewhere. I suggest you inform them they will not come to harm, and seal the trade routes in and out of the territory at once.
The casualties of this scourge pile high indeed, my prince.
Yes.
6 years passed. Zenoira's conquest was halted at this very spot. Try as they could, there was no breaching Drakenhold's defenses. How then, nigh 5 moons later, did their forces grasp victory from the cold clutches of defeat?
The onset of the plague, of course. The affliction has spread its tendrils far and wide, always arriving but a moment ahead of Zenoira's advance. It's far too convenient to be coincidence. There's no foe more troubling than a skilled leader who commands the loyalty of her men. Were you to fight us till your dying breath, those who champion you would surely do the same. The Liberation can ill afford keeping such an enemy. But we would gladly count you as an ally instead.
You would count me a traitor. Whatever your claimed grievances with Zenoira, my trident stands ever loyal in her service. After all, I could never have order in my ranks if I changed course with every shifting wind.
Then you leave me little choice. I shall see you relieved of that trident and retained under our supervision until the disease is driven back once and for all.
So be it. Now come. There'll be no point in barring the roads if we don't do it quickly.